The important thing is to just keep moving. That's the top and bottom of anything to do with this. It's to keep a level of energy. And by doing that, hopefully you might make it look very spontaneous and very bright and fluid and all the rest of it. Nothing follows distinct tram lines, they all sort of have their own needs and their own way of eventually showing themselves. So nothing's forced with it. And I think that's really the essence of everything that comes out of the studio then. Okay, we go from the top? Yeah. Alright. We're going to Berlin Gap, but we're going to go past the telephone box that I mentioned. A lot of contrast, I think, a lot of things that you can do around here. I always go on about the North Yorkshire Moors being the place, but this is pretty decent in second. The old rain and sleet and everything. It was pretty grim, I must admit, but I found a great beauty in it. You've got the best of everything then. You've got all this, the air swirling about around you. So you see on the night, when the light shines through it, it's really weird. If you walk 50 yards that way, it's a really, really steep part of the cliff. Hello mate. I'm going to do a little sketch of you while I can still feel my fingers. Can you just put it back to your eye as if you're still filming, then we can just have a look. The lovely thing with working with the children is that since they were very small, they've been brought up actually in the studio, so they become part of the fabric of it. And then we'd go out somewhere and I'd want a figure in it, but not necessarily any particular figure, so they appear in it as markers. But when we're out, there's still that connection between us and that bond. So they come from a place of contentment more than anything. Right, okay. Let's move on.
Can you go that way? I'm going to film this.
Sometimes, you think that every day you're moving forward and everything's expanding, and then the next day I just feel like it's all gone backwards. Or there's a stylisation of the paintings which I really don't like, and then I've got to break that circle and come back again. And that's why the sketchbooks are good, because it changes everything. And the thing that it does next is that it starts influencing new work. There's definitely a correlation between the two. Where's Chiara?
Hello.
I just want to do a little drawing of you under this light here. I mean, this church is gorgeous. I'm going to use this as a painting. I just think it's a really nice shape. And also you've got the lovely focus of light on it. If you look at that, bit of light on a nose. I like a focal point, it's always nice to have a hook line. It's a bit like a song, if you've got that little sort of thing that just sets it off. The lack of expectation knows no bounds, trust me. You've just got to feel your way in, just let it happen. It's the composition and the application, and if you get them in unison, you'll get a better result to me. But if you put it out into the wider domain, and it becomes something to somebody for whatever reason, and I think that's a really nice flattering thing. Do it for the love of it. And I do find that if you do that, it will come across in your work anyway. Nice one.